Milne Bay, on the tip of New Guinea Island, is an important harbor for the United Nations. If it had fallen into Japanese hands, our position at Fort Moresby would have been endangered, and the whole campaign to drive across New Guinea and capture Buna and Gona would have collapsed. The Japanese attempt to land the force at Milne Bay met with a decisive defeat. With the whole of the tip of New Guinea in Allied hands, it is possible for the cargo ships to dock in Milne Bay. From there, they discharge their valuable supplies, which are then shipped up country to the Allied forces. However, it is necessary to send scouting parties up along the coast to seek out and mop up any isolated nests of Japs that might be holding out in the jungle. Jap landing barges were left on the beach, put out of action by the pilots of the Kitty Hawk fighter planes. These steel barges carried 60 men and some mechanized equipment. Plowing through the daily rainstorm, the soldiers are wary and alert, always conscious that Jap snipers may be hidden in the underbrush or in the trees. But all the evidence they find points to a hasty and complete retreat. Abandoned tanks riddled by anti-tank fire. These important links in the supply chain, tanker trucks, are shot up and useless. 37mm field guns were discarded by the Japs in their flight. They will now be turned against them. Bicycles have been used extensively by the Japs in all their campaigns from Malaya to New Guinea. One of the most interesting items found among the abandoned equipment is this garment, a bulletproof vest. The steel lining can deflect shrapnel but is vulnerable to a direct hit. Their gas masks are cheaply constructed of flimsy material. Here is one of their typically broad, short bayonets. This soldier has put on one of the very practical two-toed rubber-soled shoes that Jap snipers use for tree climbing. According to the men who fought at Milne Bay, no praise is too high for the magnificent work of the Royal Australian Air Force Kitty Hawk Fighter Squadron. The pilots swept Japanese opposition from the sky, strafing landing barges, even coming low to pick off snipers from treetops. Deep in the jungle, our engineers have hacked out landing fields, but the rains keep the ground soggy and unusable, so these steel mats were brought in to provide a firm strip for takeoff. From these small portable landing fields, our pilots take their planes into the daily offensive that is being waged to drive the Japs off the island of New Guinea.